I'm here with Mary Matthews at Occupy Santa Rosa, and Mary is a social worker in Santa Fe. So Mary, I understand you were on your way to the movies and just stumbled upon this rally.
It's true. I was trying to see a 3 o'clock movie, and I was just so happy to see this huge crowd here. So.
What's your reaction? I'm hearing this is one of the biggest rallies they've ever had in Santa Rosa.
I am like, as I said, near close to tears. I am so moved. I'm trying not to just, it's amazing. It's just amazing to know that there's so many like-minded people in this community.
And have you been following Occupy Wall Street?
Yes.
What do you think of the movement?
It's fabulous. It's about time. I mean, yeah, it's about time, and we've watched it spread, and I've been telling all my coworkers, okay, the next time they do one in the Bay Area, I'm going to go to it. And so there's one today in Santa Fe that I heard about, but I didn't know there was one here, so really. So as a social worker, what are some of the realities you're facing right now? Well, yeah, as I was saying, people work at a job for a long time, they get sick, they get laid off, they can pay COBRA benefits for up to 2 years, which are extremely expensive. They get unemployment benefits for a while. When that was cut off, people can no longer get employment, they can no longer afford their health care, and they end up losing their home. They end up, and these are tax-paying citizens who never committed a crime, didn't do anything wrong. And the people, yeah, I mean, the people that you see here are people without health care. They're people that have, really have fallen on hard times, and it's not that they did anything wrong. It's just that when the unemployment benefits were stopped by the Republicans in Congress, that's the safety net. Unless you're disabled and get on Social Security. So,
This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
It's like, I'm old enough to remember the 60s, and it really feels like that. When people protested the Vietnam War, I was just a little kid, but...
Now, do you work for the city of Santa Fe?
I work for the Marin Center for Independent Living.
Oh, okay.
I'm an advocate for seniors and people with disabilities.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And so you see a lot of people who are dealing with some real difficult issues.
I do.
And have you seen a tangible shift in the last few years?
Oh yes, absolutely. People coming, a lot of seniors who owned their homes outright were talked into refinancing from predatory lenders. And, all of a sudden from paying no mortgage and just property taxes, they're all of a sudden having to pay $800-900 or more a month for some predatory lender. We see this all the time. So people that were fine all of a sudden are not. They come to our agency for help, and there's not enough housing. There's not enough affordable solutions, and one health problem, one issue, and people are wiped out. So we do see it, and if it were, as I said, these are people. They've been paying taxes for decades. Why should they have to be put in this situation?
This is one issue that isn't getting that much attention. I think I saw a lengthy article maybe on the Washington Post about how this depression is really affecting people emotionally. But what do you tell people when they come in with these problems?
Well, I tell them they're not alone.
Yeah.
I tell them they didn't do anything wrong. I work with Social Security to help people get on benefits if they qualify, and I really like being able to do that. I also know a lot about Medi-Cal and Medicare, so I try to, if they've lost their health insurance, we can often figure out how they can get onto some kind of other insurance, but it's public benefits, not private benefits.
I've also been checking out articles about how domestic violence rates are going up. Do you think that things will get worse in that realm in terms of domestic violence, suicides?
Yes.
Really?
I think everything does. Everything's been, what I've seen even in my neighborhood, is that there's a lot of people divorcing. You know, a lot of families are impacted by the economy because, and these are young families. They have little kids. They bought a place. Everything was fine. One of them lost their job, and the pressure of it. You know, sometimes they've got to give their houses back to the banks. A lot of people were talked into doing these remodeling things about 4 years ago because everybody's house is going up, and so the banks are saying, no problem, take out a second mortgage and remodel your house. And now they're stuck, so several of them have lost their homes, and it's too hard on the couples, you know, and it's very hard on the kids. So I've seen more drug use, abuse,
oh wow,
all these things. Everybody's impacted, which I think is why in this march you're seeing people with disabilities, you're seeing seniors, you're seeing little kids. It's really affecting everybody.
Yeah, you know, you just gave me an idea. We need to do a show about the emotional side of this and just what you're talking about, drug use, alcohol.
Well, people think it's their fault,
right.
And we've been told it's our fault because you sign up for a credit card, the interest goes up to almost 30%, interest on the credit card. That's not people's fault. And the banks also, they charge $30 for like an ATM withdrawal, a bounced check, and so it's not uncommon for our clients, you know, they're paying their banks $200-300 a month in check charges, especially people on a fixed income, because the banks, they can just take the money out of the account. So there's a lot of reasons why people are, you know, falling and it's, but anyway, people think it's their fault, and I really try to tell them, join a credit union, bank locally,
yes,
get your money out of Bank of America and out of Wells Fargo. They are not your friend, and they did just a little bit to try to help the average person, but they don't. So I'm really not, I really had it. And so people are blaming themselves. I don't think they should. I think they should realize they're not alone, and this is why this movement's taken off, because people have just, you know, they've just really had it, and the young people too can't get a job. I mean, what's that about? You go to college, get into $300,000 student loan debt, and then you can't get a damn job. I mean, so it's really outrageous. But I think a show on the emotional, I think when people realize, you know, this is bigger than them. It's not like we're all neurotic.
Well, thank you so much, Mary Matthews, social worker in San Rafael. Thank you so much, Mary.
Welcome.
And again, we're at Occupy Santa Rosa, and she just stumbled upon this rally while going to a movie. Thank you.
Thanks.